We're on TV. Once again, once a day, every day, turn on the machines, and then we start talking and believing and living. I got mixed up again. You know what? I was saying I got the thing down packed. I was saying living every day for a long time until somewhat recently when I have gone back to talking. Is it real? Is it like something that I should go through with and continue to actually talk, or should I be go back to living? Talking is a facet of living, and it is mostly talking, but sometimes it's living too. And so I want to, emphasize living over talking, and be like, I mean, what are you else going to do if you're trying to arrange an activity and you say, oh, well, hey, would you like to meet up? And what are we going to do? I don't know. I thought maybe we would live. And it's like, oh, yeah, I plan to live also. Like, if your plan was dying, wouldn't show up to that event. Well, I thought maybe we could all just die. Oh, I think I'd rather not go to that event then. My plan was not to die. Most people's goals, not to die. Some people have different goals, and those are sad people. In my opinion, I think those people need help. If you encounter one of those kind of people, help them. Don't just stand there. Do something. Those people need, in my opinion, need help. And they're sad. Are you sad? If you're sad, speak up. You don't need to be alone. There's people in the world that are willing to help. I don't know if it's going to be me, because you can't call anymore. And I would tell you to call the number if you have a problem, but that's not happening. Now is it? It's Monday, and it's another day. Another Monday. We've made it through all the other days of the week, and Monday is kind of the beginning of the week to me. They say it's Sunday, according to calendars. Remember when we had the calendar? I had the calendar around for a solid month or so, but I don't think I've looked at that calendar in all of February. But it's somewhere. Where is the calendar? How do we know what day it is? Is it take the stairs day? Is it, just like run in circles day? Is it sense of entitlement, like I have an elevator? Is it like wish you had an elevator day? Is it, like health day, like I can afford food other than spaghetti noodles and canned sauce? It's like today is the day when you eat healthy foods. It's like healthy foods are not free. You know what is free though? I guess nothing. And that's what I'm gonna eat. I guess if I'm low income enough, I'm just gonna eat nothing. I want to go get some health food. But a bag of spinach, and I'm gonna start growing your own food. But how much can you grow? I'm gonna start growing my own food, and then I'm also gonna eat less food, so then I can only have to eat the food that I grow. I don't know if I continue at the rate that I eat currently, I might eat the whole garden. And then how am I going to reproduce? I think you need to have more than one plant. You need to be able to reproduce the plants instead of eating it. It's like, I plan to eat a lot of it and then keep one plant to cut up and replant. I heard you can do that with plants, and cut pieces off and then you put them in the ground. They grow back again a second time, and that works out unless you eat them. If you eat all your starters all your plants, you'll have nothing left to eat after that, and you gotta not eat the last one. That's what you remember. Also, the same thing goes with animals. If you're growing animals to eat food, you need to save a couple of them to breed. And if you breed the best ones, you're growing animals to eat, and then one day you grew the greatest. Let's say chicken. Eat chicken. You eat the greatest chicken that you've ever had, and you think or you grow it, and you're like, this chicken is obviously going to be the plumpest and fattiest and best eating chicken that I've ever had in all my years of a seasoned farmer. I've been growing chickens, maybe hundreds of chickens, because when you get a box of chicken, like in a from let's say one of those places where you can get a box of chicken, like a bucket, the 20-piece, that's 20-piece chicken. I think there's 1, 2 wings. Oh, there's 2 wings, 2 legs, 2 thighs, and 1 breast. So that's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 pieces per animal. So if you're getting a 20-piece, that's 3 entire animals that you're buying from that place. So those chickens, they last and they live for a long time. They must be able to grow somehow, very easily. But you grow the best one that you're gonna grow, and then you're gonna decide to either want to eat that or breed it. Because I think once you start breeding it, maybe it's harder to eat, but maybe you can still eat it, because I think chicken breeding is probably easier than mammal breeding, because of just the eggs and stuff, and then you get the eggs and then you just hold on to them somewhere else. Once they lay their eggs, you take them away, they don't care about it. If you take away a cow's animal, the cow's babies, maybe they're a little bit more attached. Mammals are made to be more attached to their kids than birds. Birds are kind of like lizards, flying lizards, and people eat frog legs, and they're not too bad. I've had frog legs. The only place that you can get frog legs around here, well, there's maybe 2 or 3 places, and one place though is that main Chinese buffet. That was the first time I ever had frog legs, and I had one, and I was like, this frogs taste like old food. I was probably with my mother, because I was probably maybe 10, 12, and they had frog legs. I said, I'm going to try this frog leg. I tried it. This tastes like it's just really old. Is that what frogs taste like? They just have the taste of old meat built in. It's ooh, this just tastes like old meat. And I was like, no, that's because it's at that buffet, and buffets, they sit out for a long time, and they dump the top of the buffet, they dump it into the next one, and maybe you get the wrong one. It's been sitting there all day or all week or forever. One piece just keeps getting lucky and slides into the next one, and I don't know how lucky it is. If your food and you're prepped, maybe you're waiting to be eaten. And if you don't, then you're just rotting away, and that's not your purpose. Maybe once you're a frog, you don't want to get eaten, but once you're already prepped in food, at that point, you don't really have a will. But if you did have a will, if you had a will assigned to you anthropomorphically, I might think that you would want to be eaten, because that's your purpose. But I don't like a purpose. If somebody said, this is your purpose, they come down, they grab me and throw me in the fryer, and then they say, this is your purpose, fulfill it. And I would not want to fulfill that purpose. So I would say, I'm making my own purpose. I'm not fulfilling your purpose. I make the purpose. Or no purpose. I don't believe in purpose. And I'm going to say, purpose is what purpose does, like Forrest Gump. I'm going to stay outside of purpose, and I'm not going to take the purpose that you have decreed. I'm not going to follow that. I'm going to create my own path and purpose and not do that thing. and I don't want to be eaten now. I'm decreeing. It's like, well, you're already inanimate food. You were a frog, and then you were killed, and then you were a thing. Then you were meat, and then you've been sitting out there for many hours and waiting for somebody to eat it and not feel the best. That'll be the last thing that your physical body did to another person, is get them kind of sick because they sat out in the buffet for too long. You're like, what kind of person, what kind of frog was I to become this? How is this my fate as a frog? I don't know if they're farmed frogs, or maybe they're farmed frogs like they're farmed for chickens. And it seems like frogs might be even easier to farm for. You just keep planting them. I think you don't even need to farm them. You just have a pond. You just live in the right spot, and you got a pond back there, and they just spawn themselves. You just go back there and grab one or two and eat them every day. It's probably not the worst the food source. Some potatoes, a pond for frogs, and some potatoes, and some some leaves, lettuce or spinach or something. You grow some spinach. I don't know what spinach looks like on the plant. I kind of wonder now, is it a bush? I can only picture leaves of spinach like cut up off the vine, but what kind of other kind of leaves can you get? Can you cook this? Go grab some like maple leaves or whatever. It looks like spinach enough. Just like take a bite. Like, I'm eating leaves. I eat maple leaves now. I saw that spinach was food, and I think maybe this food idea will move over to all kinds of leaves. Maple leaves, there's oak leaves, there's I don't know what other kind of leaves are there. Some of them are poison though. You don't want to eat those poison ones. There's like ferns, kind of are leafy. I don't think you can just eat anything. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna eat like wood. Wood is a plant. It's like, if it's not actively poisonous, I'm just gonna eat some sawdust. Like finely ground sawdust, grind it up extra fine, and then just substitute it instead of flour. So sawdust cookies. I don't know if you'll be able to digest it. I don't know if beavers, do they eat trees? Or are they just like sawing through the trees and spitting it all out onto the ground? Are they actually like swallowing? And if they're swallowing, are they digesting, or are they just like, shitting it out into, like little logs? And like they're making natural plywood, just go pick up some beaver poop, and you can make that into log, or it's like natural plywood. So are they eating it? Because I think you could eat wood. I know there's fuel in it. It's you can burn it. Seems like that's kind of what you're doing in your guts, is burning the food in a way. You're extracting all the energy out of it. I think it is a kind of like burning. Like acid is a burner, right? And stomach acid, that's what it's doing. Like if you get acid, it's chemical burn, so it still counts as being burned. And maybe there's the chemicals that they still putting oxygen into things, like it's like a fire kind of burn, or is it a different kind of burn? Because they still call it a burn, but is it like actually burning, or is that just like what they call it because it kind of feels like a burn? As far as injuries go, like the closest other injury you can call the chemical burn is a fire burn. You can get heat burn or chemical burn. I don't know if they're similar in other ways other than the feeling and the look of it, but are they similar like on a chemistry level? Like when you're burning things, is it like if you put in acid, does it turn into ash? I don't know, I guess it just goes away or something. Does it turn into some kind of slime, or the slime sitting there, or just like turns into nothing? I don't really understand acid. I just saw that, that just in that TV show, they put the guy in the bathtub after he's already dead, and then they're trying to, get rid of him. But where does all that stuff go? If you put stuff into acid, where does it go? It's got to go somewhere. Is it just like in the acid also? You can only use so much of the acid because it's going to go away if you keep throwing things into it, and it's going to be turned into a slime puddle instead of just like the acid, like pure acid. It's going to get cloudy or something after you start putting things into it. I don't know about that. I've never really tried to like burn things with chemical acids before. I've had sour, what are those called, warheads? You remember those warhead candies? Those things are extra sour, and if you put them into your food, then they'll start cutting up your tongue a little bit, and that hurts. That's acid. It's like acid burning your tongue. It's eating it away. Don't eat too many of those things. Those will mess up your body. I don't know, they'll probably mess up your teeth and your insides. I don't know how much I did by eating all those warheads as a kid. I don't know why I kept going back to it's like the sugar. It's like extremely sour, like chemical burn level sourness. And then they flip it, and then it flips so you like dissolve it with your tongue and you spit whatever you eat, and this chemical, the sourness on the outside, and then you get into the sugar part, and then it's a big relief, and it's the sweetest thing you ever had. It's like the candy part. It's like, wow, after that whole extreme sugar or extreme sour part of the warhead, and now that I've moved into this extreme sugar part, that sour or the sugar part seems extra sweet. It's sometimes if you know that you're going to eat something good, and you don't eat before that, you have to wait because the food is coming up and it's not there yet. So you're waiting for the food to show up, and then you're going to eat it when it's ready. Don't eat it too soon, or don't eat food before it, because then it's like the best food. You're so hungry. You can just do like really bad things whenever you're about to do something really good. Punch yourself in the face. But then you might still be residually hurting from that, so it's got to be something else. It's got to be the opposite. Like the only time you're going to punch yourself in the face is if you're going to get something good on your face, which is like, I don't know, like a face massage or something. But then you don't need to punch yourself in the face. That's going to hurt more. Maybe it's just more like food stuff, though. It's like if you're going to eat a dessert, make sure you just suck some lemons first, or eat a bunch of cranberries. You know, those cranberries are healthy if there's no sugar in them, but lots of people, they just load it up with sugar, so it's no longer healthy. With the sour stuff, that's what's healthy. So eat those sour cranberries, just like whole cranberries, take a handful, just down them and go like, oh, this is so sour. And then you get a nice piece of, coffee cake. You say, this is so sweet now, it's extra sweet because I've been eating all this really sour things. It's like a restaurant concept, and you say, here's the concept, you eat something really nasty, here you go. I know this is not going to be pleasant to eat, but here is like ketchup and noodles. Ketchup and noodles and butter, that's sketty. That's Honey Boo Boo Child sketty. That's the first course. It's really just like bad and weird, and it's all actually not too bad though. I always thought about eating that. Ground beef, ketchup, pasta, and butter. That's like, sounds good to me actually. I would eat that. It's kind of just a hamburger. Instead of bread, you got a pasta. And you put the butter on the bun, so it's just like a pasta burger. I guess I would eat that. But then you get something good, and then what are you going to eat anyways? I think that would be too good, and afterwards you're pretty full after that. So just going to eat just like a salad. Just eat some lemons. First course, straight up lemons, and you're like, oh wow, everything's so sour. Anything after this is just going to be great because I've just been sucking on lemons. That's what they say to you. It can be an insult, and they say, hey, go suck lemon. You're eating the lemon. And then you're going to make lemonade. And it's like, when life gives you lemons, sell them back at market value if you're being given them for free. When life gives you lemons, how's life giving you things? So where are these lemons coming from? It's just like suddenly like the manifestation of life itself reaches out with the citrus fruit and it says, here you go. This is like consequence free, like universe free. Nobody else is using this thing. That's what kind of lemons you're getting, but maybe they're just talking about the bad lemons, so you're going to flip them around, make something good out of it, but not lemonade, because that lemonade is bad for your teeth. Any of that stuff is. Soda, it's like super acid and super sugar at the same time, sweet and sour. It's not good for your teeth, especially like lemonade. It's like already, it's like, oh, this is so acidic, I better cover it in sugar. Is sugar extra basic? I don't know if that's how it is. In chemistry, like acids and bases. I know that acid is very sour, but I don't know if sugar is very base. It makes some sense that that's how it would work. but I'm not sure if that's how it actually works. Sweet stuff is basic. Oh, geez. Like flour. Oh, geez. I just spilled this water. I don't know what I'm gonna. Oh, geez. Quite a bit of water. Well, at least it's just water. Most of it is just going off the thing. I have some napkins or something in these other boxes. Oh, this is garbage. I'm not seeing any napkins. Oh, it's leaking everywhere. I didn't pour that water very well. Maybe I should stop drinking water out of jugs and cups, like small cups. It leads to a lot of this. And it's cold out, so I don't know if it's ever gonna dry, because it's not gonna evaporate. Maybe I gotta get the fan on it. The fan will evaporate stuff. Yep. Well, where is the fan anyway? It's gone. It's right back here. It's like buried somewhere. Buried deep in the depths of this stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. Just believe in the power of dryness. That's not really a thing. The power of dryness. I come to pray to the dry gods. I don't know if they got gods for everything, like dryness. Maybe it's just a napkin. I'm just going to pray to the napkin gods. Like, please God, bring me a napkin. You got to make your own things, though. And you can't just wish for things and have them happen. Oh, there's some napkins. My prayers have been answered. Thank you, Lord. Look at this. I'm going to turn this on for a minute while I get these napkins. I see them.
What kind of birds are these?
These are yellow-beak storks.
Hippos, wildebeest, yellow-billed storks. And a multitude of birds over there. And way over there are tourists.
Today is not Sunday.
Wildebeest.
Are they all taking a nap? Are they?
Well, I cleaned it. I cleaned a lot of it. How's the plant doing? It's hard to get to. It's pretty far away. I got some napkins. I found some. Right here, see? And it says the thickest napkins ever. That's what it was saying on that thing. It's a good thing. I think I did. I think I saved it. I think everything is fine now. I think maybe it was like close to a disaster, but really I shouldn't have poured this water so high. Maybe I should get a better system, but if I wasn't spilling this water, what would we be doing here on the program? That's the thing, though. Like, maybe spilling the water is like the most excitement that I'm going to get out of my life, and if I keep just making everything easy, what's the point? Like, oh, everything is so easy, and then you're lazy, and you don't do stuff. It's like technology. It's all technology is doing. Before, when we were primitive people, all we did with our lives is survive. We like spend all our time trying to house ourselves and trying to house yourself, feed yourself, keep yourself warm, look out for predators all the time. Just survival, all like 100% survival. And then slowly we developed our technology so that it's like less and less survival. And now I don't even think about survival at all. I've got a roof. Somebody else built this roof, and all I do is do like one thing, and then I give like other people money for it, even though like what I'm doing is not part of survival. Like, it's like, oh, I type things. People give me money. I give this money to somebody else for a roof and for food and for love. And what else is there? Water. I get free water. Water is free. Love, food, shelter could be free if you built it out of the woods and stuff, but then you'd be trying. Like the trying stuff, that's what the not free part is. If you want to try, you can do things for free. You can grow your own food. You can go catch your own food somewhere. You got to go to the woods, and I don't know how much woods you go, and if you start eating the food. Hello? If you start eating the food from the woods, maybe somebody's going to say, hey, that's not your property. Like everything's somebody's property, unless you have your own property and you need money for that. But if you're going to go to some like magical place where nobody owns the land and you're not like eating, I know it's like either the state is going to own the land or somebody's going to own the land, and you're not supposed to be eating like plants from the state, I think, necessarily. Like, oh, can I eat these wild things? Like, I know there's also blackberries. That's like one thing that there's like a plenty full of, but you can't eat that. If you ate nothing but blackberries, you would have not well like guts. Your guts would not be doing too well, if you know what I mean. I think you might. You can't just eat straight up blackberries. It's not, intestinal distress. But like other things, if you're gonna go pick them, and it seems like they might be like somebody else's property or the government's property, and the government's gonna go. Like, the state or the troopers over there. But also I heard that you can't even get into those national parks anymore without like some kind of pass. You need a pass to get into the national parks now, and it's like $80 or something. It's like they're charging for the woods now, and that's like the last frontier of freedom. To me, it was those national parks or something. It's like I'm already paying taxes to get national parks. And it's like, well, you got to pay taxes plus extra if you want to go to them, and it's not going to make me pay the extra. I'm just not going to go. I don't know if that's what they want. They want money from me or something, even more than they're getting from taxes. They're like, I'm going to like charge you to go into the woods. Like, I don't bring money. I left my wallet at home because I assumed that I wasn't going to have to pay to get into the woods. Like Disneyland, what is this, Disneyland? Like, oh, it's like a woodsland. It's like, oh, what's the theme of this theme park? Oh, nature? Yeah, $80. Is it $80? Something like that. It's not free. It's just walking. I cock my tent to start walking through the woods. I'm just going to turn around this way, start walking. There's trees and whatever is over there. I'm walking through that stuff. Making it through the woods and getting it until I've gone there. Somebody's gonna say, "Hey, can I see your pass, your woods pass?" And they say, "Park Ranger, Mr. Park Ranger, this is the woods. Do you know where we at? This is nature. Nature is not money. This is money-free zone. I'm free from money and exchanging." And I didn't bring my wallet or anything else because I'm one with the animals today. Did you charge those bears over there? I see that there's some bears at this park. Did the bears pay the money, the parking fee for to stay here? Because I want to pay as much as the bear. And like the bear is natural. I'm going to take off my clothes. I'm going to take off my clothes and run and like steal candy from tourists, eat people, yell at them, run around naked. Is that what you want me to do? That's what it sounds like maybe you want me to do if you're trying to get me to not pay for things, if you're trying to get me to pay for things and not charging the bears for things. If you're not charging the bears, I'm just going to act like more like a bear until I get into this state park, and they're like, no, you can't do that. They're going to get on the registry. I'm not going to allow you to run naked. So it's like, well, what is it? Either I'm a human money person or I'm a bear. It's up to you and the government, I guess, because the government's trying to like stop me from getting into the woods for free, and because I'm a person and I'm feeling like discriminated against, so I'm going to dress up like a bear. Definitely want to be a bear, and I'm going to dress up like a squirrel or something. Dress up like a squirrel and climb a tree. Well, it's like, well, if you can climb a tree, or if you can like fight off a medium-sized deer, like elk deer or something, then you can get in. But you have to fight it, and you have to climb a tree like a squirrel. You have to do some kind of animalistic feat, and then you can get in here for free. It's like, oh, do I use no tools? You have to be naked, no tools, and go for it. And you're like, well, I can use tools. I can use tools to climb the tree. If I had one of those, like, they got like those shoes or something, and like they're like grip onto the tree somehow. Like, it's like piece of metal. You like wrap it around the tree, and then you like climb the tree with the two pieces. Like one's on your feet, one's on your hands. I've seen that somewhere, and that's how you climb trees. I'm gonna go cut the tree. If you're gonna cut a tree, while you're climbing it, make sure you cut above you, not below you, because then you'll fall off. Well, they say, well, if you have those tools, then maybe I think that you're a person, and you gotta pay the $80. And I'm a bear now. I'm a bear. It's like if you were a bear, you wouldn't be arguing with me about this money stuff with you, and you just say, and you just run in there. No more words. Park ranger. You said park ranger. Running in there, eating raw fish with your own hands, just grabbing them and stuff. Breeding having sex with bears. That's what you got to do if you go in there. If you want to be a bear, you got to go out. And the park ranger's going to say, well, if you want to be a bear, then you better love bears physically also. It's the only part of the whole thing. If you want to get into this thing and not pay the $80 fine, you're going to have to love a bear, get intimate with a bear. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to get this bear to love me. I think if I try to get the bear to love me, then he'll try to be hungry. He or she will eat, they'll eat me. They will eat me. The bear's going to eat me and not going to love me. And exactly, you're a person. You're just a person. You're going to give me $80. And I don't want to be the squirrel. I don't love a squirrel. They're going to run away from me too. I don't know how squirrel love works. They find each other somehow. Just let me in there. I just want to go to the woods. I'm a person. People are part of nature. And when they're going to say, yeah, people are no longer part of nature, we don't poop in the woods. Our waste is not turned into the nutrients that provide the bottom layer of the food chain, like the bacterial growth. They make mushrooms for the trees to eat, and the trees will eat the nutrients and the nitrogen. And your feces got nitrogen and it's going back into the woods. No, it goes into the chemical system, and then we clean it up and we put it out somewhere else. It's not part of the system, and if you want to be part of the system again, then you better, get back out there. And once you've done that, then you can be getting into the national parks for free. Okay. Got to eat nature and then scat nature a few times. Got to get your cycle going, because you're gonna have a lot of man food, people food in your guts until you get it all worked out. Maybe take a few days of eating only natural food, and then you can be back in there for free. But once that, they gotta test. Who knows? If he puts on his glove, looks at your poop, he can arrange it if it's tell you if you made it or not, and he can say, Well, it's natural. It's become natural. You did it. Let's take a look at 2016. What was happening on this day in 2016? Who remembers? Not me.
Hey.
Hey everybody, it's 2016.
Hey, what do you remember this year? This is a good episode of the program.
Hello, Carl, in 2017.
Hey.
I hope you're not in the cave.
Their next was here last year.
I hope so.
There's been
On every night, 11:30 to 2 a.m. on TCTV 22.
multiple episodes of
We talked to Rebecca.
Messages.
Rebecca. Got a message from Rebecca.
360-3643-4. Call, leave a message. Get on TV.
We talked about history.
History. Histories.
I would say,
Yeah, that was Rebecca on the next day. It's going to be tomorrow, though. That's 2016. We're 17. And here it is. What's happening in 2017? On the 12th. Today, there's no...
you.
your daily power with.
Is that a spaceship? Today, there's nobody here, so I use the phones a lot. We listen to a bunch of Mr. Gibson messages calling a lot about stuff. He's working, and his back's messed up. He's giving all his money to his mother. Yellowfellow was there. He got some beef jerky. Freddie's returning from Portland. He went to the Centralia, but the record store was closed. I found out when that red light is on, that means it's off. The camera is off.
Yeah.
No, it's on all the time.
It's over there.
And we're considering options.
Well, the window got broke a year ago.
Seems
like so much longer than that.
Bye. It's only been a year since that thing's been broken. Seems just like, like forever to me. Maybe less than forever. Some things seem like forever when they're not. All right, here we go. I'm gonna queue up this message to the future tape, and we're gonna record a new one and look at the last couple of weeks here. It's been a while. We haven't had the phones in quite a while, but we're living without them. See how it's going. I bet Mr. Ginsey has a lot of messages. So many. I'm gonna rewind this replay tape. I'm gonna have the Monday thing ready for this so that we can put it on the screen. Where is it? Uh-oh. Oh, what the heck is happening? There it is, all right. Hey, future. It's us, the past. It's Monday. Remember how the park ranger is trying to charge you to get into national parks, so you're going to pretend to be a bear and live like a bear, and then you have to prove to the park ranger that you're a bear now, and he doesn't believe you, and then he's trying to charge you, and you're like, I'm just trying to get nature for free. That's what it's like here. It's Monday, no phone still. Okay, thanks. Bye. The best ones, you're growing animals to eat, and then like one day you grew the greatest chicken. You eat chicken. You eat the greatest chicken that you've ever had, and you think like, or you grow it and you're like, this chicken it's obviously going to be the plumpest and fattiest and best eating chicken that I've ever had in all my years of farming. I'm a seasoned farmer. I've been growing chickens, maybe hundreds of chickens, because when you get a box of chicken, like in a from let's say one of those places where you can get a box of chicken, like a bucket, a 20-piece. That's like 20-piece chicken. I think there's like 1, 2 wings.
7.
There's 2 wings.
It's 7.
2 legs.
2 wings, 2 legs, 2 thighs, 1 breast. 7 piece out of 1 chicken. All right, here we go. Let's look at 2 weeks, maybe I don't know, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. We'll rewind 2 weeks and see how we feel afterwards. How about that? Okay. You agree with that? Is that okay with you? Oh wait, I'm gonna look at this. Is the dead spider still there? It is. I don't know if it's gonna fall off on this tape. No. Monday. I should dub this tape anyway to take a look at it before I tape it over. Monday, Tuesday, no, Sunday. That's Sunday, Saturday with Freddie and Jackson, I believe. Yeah, and then before Saturday is Friday. Today is Monday. It's Friday, and then before Friday is Thursday. Oh, that's when I was not feeling too well. I'm better now. Thursday with Friday again. And the Cube, and there's Wednesday, Tuesday, and then Monday. This is 1 week here. All right, well, I'm just going to go 2 weeks now. We're going to see how this next week feels. Sunday again, and Saturday with with nobody, fake Saturday, right? With the Friday, yeah. And then actual Friday at TCTV, first Friday of February, and then before that is Thursday with Freddie. Nope. Wednesday. I'm leaning towards 3 weeks right now because we're about to pull up on 2 weeks. So this is Wednesday, and then this next one is Tuesday. And then here's like another Monday before this one. So let's look at one more week though. Look at the entire like no phones time and see how it's been going. It's been going for 3 weeks almost. Sunday, yeah. Oh, all right. Now we're gonna go back. So we're gonna see this time. We're gonna see at least some things. So this is Sunday. This is Saturday. This is Friday. Then Thursday before this. Friday would look, I think, Thursday with somebody else. Who was there? I forgot. Oh, nobody? Thursday, this is the first day without the phone zone. Then Wednesday, before Thursday is Wednesday. And then trying to get the phones to work on that day. And then Tuesday. And then Monday. I think Monday was the last time the phones were working. So we're going to look at this is 3 weeks here on this one. This one's Monday, I believe. Whoa, flipping back and forth. All right, here's Monday. I'm going to put myself in the corner. Uh-oh.
Hey, future. It's us, the past.
Hey, past.
I'm over here, and this is the replay over there. It's Monday, and Mr. Gincho, I think, is sleeping. Look at that box move a little bit. Mr. Gincho's sleeping.
Sleeping. Wake up, Mr. Gincho.
Words, forced obsolescence, that stuff like that. It's Monday. Monday, the 22nd of January, 2018. Bye.
Bye.
My shoes are a little bit wet.
Oh,
There's
no.
some, water in them.
Same shoes, huh? They dry somehow?
They squish. My shoes
They squish.
Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Hey, past.
It's
dry though.
Well, maybe I'm just used to it. Look.
Tuesday.
And his replay, and here's me. Look, I'm falling asleep in the replay. You can be alive. Are you alive? I hope you are. I got all my fingers, and life is great.
Great. Bye.
I think I feel. The past.
Hey, past.
We're here on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
and life is happening. The phones are being weird. The things I was talking about, pants, like wearing, like Rick can make big pants wearing several presidents
Ricky
at once.
McBigpants.
Bye.
Bye.
Sure, it's us, the past.
Hey, past.
It's Thursday.
Thursday, no
Oh,
phones.
25th. And the phones are not working for
Yeah.
the second day in a row, so
Since the
it's no longer a
25th.
call-in show. Maybe, is it working yet?
In
Did
like
you get
10
the phones
days.
to work in the future, viewer?
No, we have not still.
Future? I didn't.
It's like 15 days with no phones. It's
Maybe we're just
okay.
gonna have to talk. Bye.
Bye.
I wouldn't say no.
Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Oh, hi, past.
How are ya? What do you have to say
Well,
to the past? Or the future?
Hey, the past says, gee, you're just like the present.
Yeah.
You're just like the history, too. You're just like the future.
Yeah.
It's all the same, man.
Yeah.
This is boring. Nothing
What-
ever changes.
What do you want to change, Luke?
The phones still aren't working?
Yes.
Yeah, we want to know that.
They're
Tell us
not-
that.
they're not working.
Fill in this blank airspace of time.
The phones are not working, Luke. I'm filling in the space. Okay. Bye. Friday with Bird.
Hey, future,
And
it's us, the
Daisy.
past.
A Daisy dog.
How are you? Look, Bird's
Oh,
here.
Daisy.
doing well.
time's
Show's over.
up.
Bye.
Bye. Here's my brother.
Future, it's us, the past.
Hey.
What do you have to say to the future? Actually, I don't really know. Hello, future.
Hello.
That's about all I have today.
Oh, I forgot my lines.
Yeah, I forgot my line.
Andrew's here.
Forgot my wine.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Find your wine.
Written into your blood.
Yeah.
Like it's what you make it, and we're maybe as a species we've moved
Hey,
beyond
look, potatoes.
nature. I think we've moved beyond nature. Future, it's us in the past. There's a replay. We're talking about Star Ghost
And we die.
and death and living in the future and stuff.
Be sick.
And I mean the potatoes.
Be,
Bye.
dying.
It's
also.
Monday.
Hey, future.
Hey.
Did you boxed up all the tapes yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's we're here in the past. The plant is maybe growing up the camera. Keep an eye on the plant. Look out behind you!
Wow.
Yeah, remember? Someone's sneaking up on you in your memories.
Who is it?
It's Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. Not my
Future,
memories.
look, it's us in the past. We were looking at 2016 today, that one.
We're
And I'm
one of
over
the plant.
here, and I'm alive, and I got some chicken, and it's Wednesday. Phones are broke still. It's been more than a week now. It's 8 days. 8 days no phones. Well, one day actually, 7 days no phones. Bird had phones. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Bye. Somanto che balorce abalate con sondo sorice de non santo pom sriki mondo ahala her e beso e belongo te monte Ariciambambo ahanda sunday erico fundande funda. Bye. What do you got to say in the future?
That's what you always say. Always say, ooh!
Alright, bye, future.
Bye.
No.
Bye. Yeah, you didn't get the wave today. Sorry.
Future, it's us, the past.
Hi, Pats.
I'm over here today. It's
Where?
Saturday, and we're it's not Friday. It's Saturday.
Saturday.
The third. That thing is wrong because I didn't change the right day because of the one TCTV thing. Sometimes it's easy to jump through it. We're back here. Remember the toilet thing? Remember how don't like to send your own species when the birds and stuff?
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. So we're gonna make it. We only have about 6 minutes left. I'm gonna get through 2 weeks in 6 minutes.
Future, it's us. The past.
Oh, hey, past.
It's Sunday, and
Sunday.
the numbers have been off recently. If you didn't notice that,
Fix
we're still here on the couch, and the phones are still broke, and there's nobody who's out there. I know, maybe we're gonna just mumble, but we could say things, real things.
Fake things.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, future, it's us, the past. Yesterday we watered the plant. How's it doing?
Real
It's
good.
Monday, and just saw that whole thing. Remember yesterday we lost consciousness. Today we're back on, and maybe we're going to make it this time. I have a good feeling about this one. Thanks and goodbye. Oh, I spilled some water.
No, I spilled water today too. It's a thing. We only have 5 minutes. We're gonna make it through 1 week in 5 minutes. Tuesday.
Hey, future.
Hey,
It's
pass.
us.
Tuesday.
Pass.
Hey, pass.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And we're here talking about,
Life.
what
Death.
was that thing?
Future.
Compromise. Bye.
Bye. What's that stuff called?
Hey, future.
Hey.
It's us, the past. It's Wednesday, and I'm feeling slightly under the weather. We back to the weather, up and feeling better. Remember when you feel great that sometimes you don't. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Wednesday.
Hey, future, happy belated birthday if you're me in the future.
Yeah. When's your birthday?
Let's see. Yeah, try to do new things. Do new things and don't get into car accidents and stay well. Be well.
No.
Bye.
Bye.
Make something every day.
Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Hi, past.
It is Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and feeling a little bit ill. Remember this? How you gonna feel better
Yeah.
later on? And remember when you're not the best, and to feel a bit better. Remember when they
I'm
were
gonna
on
try.
vacation Far East? Bye.
Bye.
Hey, future, it's us.
It's the past. Hey,
Oh, hey,
program.
past.
It's 2018. It's February 10th. Keep doing things, planning. We're already
Thanks.
prepared.
Yeah. What do you, Jackson?
Go
Yeah.
save somebody's life.
Have a good time.
Save your own life.
I'll try.
CPR and Heimlich
We'll
maneuvers.
see you in a year.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, future, it's us, the past.
Oh, hey, past.
We're back here.
When?
It's Sunday, and we're looking at the
Sunday.
thing. We're doing the doubled up deal like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going. I'm feeling good.
Good.
Today I feel better.
Good.
No longer ill,
Good.
and I got all my fingers.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, future.
Hey, past.
It's us, the past.
Oh,
it's
hi.
Monday.
Monday.
Remember how the park ranger is trying to charge you to get into national parks? So
It's
you're
not
going to
right.
pretend to be a bear.
Not
and
right.
live like a bear, and then you have to prove to the park ranger that you're a bear now.
I'm not a
He
bear.
doesn't believe you, and then he's trying to charge you, and you're like, I'm just trying to get nature for free. That's what it's like here. It's Monday, no phone still. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye. That's today, right? Yeah. Well, we made it. Kind of. Still have a few minutes left. Look at the plant. I watered it. Is it looking alive? Still green? Some of those leaves aren't looking too good, but maybe they're just cold. Why? What is happening here? I should be moving. I thought I should be moving up, but maybe not. I'm just gonna fade there. I'm fading in. Whoa. Plant now. There's time, like to get in the parks, and that time was before. If I had known that they're gonna start charging so much to go to the parks, maybe we would have gone a lot more before. It's not like they're gonna tell you. It's like, buy now because we're gonna raise the price. It's like, no, they want you to wait till you raise the price and then you're gonna go buy. It's like, well, if I knew we were gonna raise the price, I would have bought a lot more before. But I guess that's how it is everywhere. So I gotta buy stuff now. You keep sitting on your money, it's gonna expire, and it's like worth less and less as time goes on. You're sitting on trying to save money, and it goes away, and it's happening. So go to the national park, give the government all your money, because they deserve it. What are they going to spend that money on anyway? Roads, or whatever. Space. There's lots of things I think that they shouldn't be going to. Why are they going to space? Why do we need to go to space? What is the point of going to space? And who are trying to fight and send people to the Olympics, and they're cleaning up, like the ambassador program that I don't believe in, the downtown ambassador program, and space travel, and trying to get people healthy when they probably don't need to be, and they already are healthy enough. And it's like, mind your own business, give me my money back. It's none of your business, government. I'm not a bear. And I'm not going to be a bear. I'm not going to dance around like a crazy animal for your amusement. That's weird. It'll be a weird thing to do. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to live. I'm going to be a person. There it is. End of the show. We made it. Thanks for watching. It's Monday. We're on every night on TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 and 2 a.m. YDHWM.com. Check it out. Yeah. 360-836-4384. Call and leave a message. Get on TV. 109 State Avenue, number 3. That's our address. Send them a letter. I don't know if we'll get them. If people have been sending us letters, I haven't been getting them. Graham, it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Bebe, Jordan E, Fabulous, Graham, StopTheSpy.com, John Whipper, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. And viewers, that's you're watching. Thank you. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.